looks stunning.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm so excited to talk to you again. This season, you're pulling on the heartstrings, and we're gonna dive into all of those things. But I first want to talk a little bit about last time I spoke with you. I think it was in the middle or the beginning of the pandemic, and we were just talking about where we were at that moment. Like everybody's lives had uprooted and had changed, and I want to ask you, what was it like for you in the pandemic, and what did you discover about yourself during that time?
Um, well, yeah, when we first spoke, it was at the beginning, and I was
Mhm.
still in Los Angeles, staying, up in the hills where it was quiet. And it was interesting because we got to sort of see nature again, hear nature again. After being shut down for a little while, it was weird hearing the birds,
Right,
just hearing the birds.
right.
We would take walks, me and my roommate, every day, and I started to really pay attention to nature.
Mhm.
I during that time was taking a lot of photos of nature in the area, um, and just like little creatures, just
Right.
everything, just really paying attention to my surroundings.
Mhm.
So that was a big thing that I learned about myself is my love of nature, like how much of a love for it I had. And during the second half of it, I had gone home to Nebraska and I stayed with my family.
Mhm.
Um, and I really appreciated that time. I had not spent that much time at home since I lived there. So I was just happy about it. Just happy to be able to spend that time with my parents, as an adult,
Right.
and just thankful for it.
Right. Definitely. I love that time. I think so many of us took for granted our families prior to the pandemic, but now after we got to spend so much more time with them, I think we have a different take on how important family means to us. Um, Season 4 of The Shy. Oh, no, because I've been crying. I've been like literally in tears. You guys are going deep, and especially with your character, as it's been revealed that she has cancer. I have to ask you, what did you think at the table read when you got the script for season 4? What did you think when you understood and you were, you knew what would be happening with your character Jada this season? What went through your mind?
Um, it was it was interesting because they talked to us about what's going to happen in the season before we start, and I was kind of shocked because it wasn't something I was thinking of. Uh, it's the deepest Jada's gotten to go as far as character,
Right.
and me getting to go into with her,
Mhm.
uh, with character development, as far as the story. And it was really crazy like how it happened as far as her being diagnosed or finding out, because when I read it in that first when this episode 2, when she found out in the exact same way a friend of mine did, and it was jarring. It was jarring when I read it. I couldn't believe it, but I was also thankful that I got to be a face for these women. Thankful to be able to go into delve into getting to know what these women really go through and be able to project that out so that people can see themselves,
Right.
because it's like I've lost people to cancer, but being able to really be the face for it for somebody going through it, watching our show and seeing themselves, because I feel like a lot of times these women feel like they're not being seen.
Right.
And it was very important to me.
You always, what I love most about you, and I look back at our past interview, I'm always raving because what I love most about you is that your character, she feels like somebody that we know, that is an aunt or a friend of the family or a sister or whatever. And that's what I love most about Jada, is that she is so relatable. And once again, your character is connecting with the audience in a way, like you just said, your friend had cancer. So many of us, my dad died from cancer, have been affected by cancer. I have to ask you, because you're really bringing it. Like you said, this is the deepest you've gone. What what was your inspiration in going into those emotions for this season and bringing to life what Jada is going through?
Um, for me, always it's accuracy,
Mm.
and being able to dignify these women that are going through it, because it's like, getting the opportunity to bring them to life
Mhm.
and show them their dignity, show them in a way that is not, you know, uh, like a stereotypical caricature
Right.
of a cancer patient.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just because you're going through it does not mean, like, one thing I appreciate with this is that there's still sexuality, you
Yes.
know, between Jada and Suede. There's still affection. There's affection between exes, just how the family gets to know each other and feel for each other. All these different aspects that I feel like, TV a lot of times leaves by the wayside. You'll see somebody with a scarf on, they have cancer, and then next thing you know, it's like everything's all good.
Right.
So it's really getting into the subtleties of it,
Right.
because it's not an easy situation, and no two people are the same.
Mm-hmm.
So how you deal with things, what's affecting you each day, that your emotions might be all over the place,
Right.
and showing that.
Definitely. And then even the makeup or lack thereof, and that scene yesterday with the when you were taking your braids out, like even that scene, did that help you to tap into those emotions, like the glance? I mean, because we're used to seeing you, you come with it. Jada comes with it now.
Yeah,
And
no, yeah, she did. She got a little boo and everything. I wanted to make sure that, like I was saying, like it was a whole conversation. It was many conversations. I did not want to have this woman flaunting those braids
mm,
all over the place.
right,
And we know for a fact that breast cancer and going through chemo with that particular cancer takes your hair out.
right,
So it's like being irresponsible.
right,
That's what it would be to me. So if we did not, show the hair coming out, uh, we weren't doing our jobs right. And
definitely,
I did not want her made up, and she can put towards the effort going outside of the house because she was still hiding it.
right,
In the house, not thinking about having a lip on. You're not thinking about putting on lashes. You're
right,
not thinking about that stuff. You're trying not to throw up all the time.
right,
You're weak. Let her be. It's a funny thing because I've read some of the comments and I'm just like, people don't get sucked into TV. Like, there's reality and then there's entertainment. Somebody commenting on, like, why don't they show Jada, I love when Black women wear braids, but why don't they show her looking, good, like showing them like a certain way. I'm like thinking to myself, well, she has cancer. She's not
right.
thinking about like let's,
And she gave us that in the past seasons. She gave us glam. She gave us a look. So I get it. I was gonna ask you that. What has been the response from the viewers? Like, just in the have they connected with it? Have they what has been the response with it? Because
it
I'm
has
so
been,
connected. Right.
yeah, they have been very connected, very connected. I mean, I am so thankful to the fans watching us and going on this journey with her and her family. It's I've never heard them, I've read them to be so vocal. And Showtime, people said y'all better not kill Jada off. They're
Oh,
gonna be mad. But I'm just letting you know, and I am very thankful to the viewers because they've been vocal. They love the affection. Everybody's been hit with it, because so many people, you read it, you hear it, just like you just said, you've been affected by,
yes.
somebody losing somebody to cancer.
Mhm.
So it's beautiful to kind of become a community
Right.
with your viewers.
Right. Oh, you have a community of people. I'm gonna get into that. I have a question about that.
Okay.
Like we talked about Suede. Um, things are heating up between you two, and I love this. and I have so many thoughts about it because he said he loved you. You said you love him. I don't want to spoiler alert. Y'all need to watch it if y'all haven't already. Catch up. You said you love him. He's really being there for you. He's hands on. He's in the thick of it with you. But I also want to know from, I guess, from Jada's perspective, does she feel like it's the right love at the timing of it? What is Jada feeling? Give us an insight into what Jada is thinking about this relationship. Because I love to see it. We love it. But the timing. Talk to us.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Yolanda has thoughts for Jada in
Okay.
that. And I feel like it's one of those relationships where it's not expected. It feels really good. It feels really good to her. Um, I think so many things probably come to mind when you're not your sexy self. You're somebody seeing you at such a vulnerable state, such a state where you're not yourself, that just the unsurety and all of that, comes into play, which is very beautiful that he's still there and did not leave.
Yes.
So yeah, for her to love him back, I think is beautiful. I think it's going to be a one day at a time kind of thing.
Right.
I don't think that, because she's still living is a one day at a time thing.
Right.
So I don't think that anything can be put forward as far as thoughts about the relationship.
Okay.
One day
But
at a time.
it's right. I love that they have that relationship though. I love to see that she's not doing this by herself, right? I love that she has a partner in it with her. Even though, it's one day at a time, it's still somebody there with her to walk through it with her on the journey. Yeah. Emmett, he's getting his stuff together. Mama, we're seeing a role reversal with him, right? He's growing up. I know we talked about this last time. He's growing up. He's been really impacted by this, as he should, as most children would. Do you think that it's due to the diagnosis? I think it is. But what are your thoughts on it?
I think I think it's a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
The two women in his life that were kind of holding him down, they've got their own things going on. So he's really got to step up in so many ways. And
Right.
his major rock, which is Jada,
Right.
it's like, yeah, he's got to make sure she pulls through. That to me, and I think that's probably with any child, like, if their parent is going through something like this,
Mm-hmm.
that person is their whole upbringing,
Right.
to lose that person is to lose your identity
Right.
in a way.
Right. You've always been the go-to for advice, right? You've been the strong one. You've been the person to be there for, I feel like, everybody kind of in the group, right?
That's what Jada said, in this last episode. She's
Yeah.
there to help everybody through everything. And
Right.
she's just tired.
Right. She's tired. But we see her, though, in this space of being vulnerable. What was that like for you, Yolanda, to transition Jada in a bit, where she had to kind of take a step back and allow people to be there for her instead of Jada being there for everybody else?
Um, it's part of a real character,
Mm-hmm.
and I appreciated it. Glad it was put in there because I think for such a huge part of it, when people think of Black women, it's strong Black women. It's not just Black women, it's strong Black women because we do handle everything. We do.
Right.
It's fact.
Right.
But then to know that we are, more than just strength, we are
Right.
vulnerable. We are a lot of things. And we don't always want to have to handle everything alone all the time.
Right.
To have the Suede there, to have an Emmett there, to have a Dre there,
Right.
to have somebody just to comfort us. We need that.
Right.
We need
Right.
that. We
What
want
did you?
that.
Right. Definitely. What did you think about Dre and her keeping the secret? What did you? I know you asked her, but then after Emmett found out, she still kept it. What are your thoughts on that, Yolanda? What are Yolanda's thoughts on that whole situation? And now what's happened? Like due to that secret,
I
right?
know. That to me is a writing thing.
Okay,
Because if I was Dre, I would have told. That's just, because I know the mess it's probably making in my relationship,
right.
keeping secrets. And, those two don't seem like the secret type. So for Dre to do that, it's like, it's saying a lot for her care for Jada.
Yeah,
Is, it's putting her in a bad way with her wife,
right,
So, yeah, I mean, that's the writing thing. I would have had to her say it already, because once Emmett knew,
right. That's what I said. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Now, we're coming back to this. You talked about it a little bit. Fans would be crushed to see Jada leave, right? Like, it wouldn't be right, The Shy, without the character Jada.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think so.
we are praying. We are like fingers crossed. Can you tell us anything? It's not.
Nope,
You're
I
not.
can't tell you nothing. Yeah, yep, nope, nope, nope. Why are you looking at me like that?
Don't do us like that now, Yolanda. Really?
No, I mean, all I can say is it gets deeper. It gets deeper. It does.
Mm, deeper. That's all you can tell us.
Deeper. Yeah, I think the family gets tighter. It gets deeper.
Okay.
Hmm.
What do you hope viewers learn and feel from this? Because this season, especially with your story, it's just really like I'm crying every time. Like I'm literally, and I know I'm not the only person at home again who's connecting with you and what Jada is going through. What do you hope viewers are feeling, and what do you hope viewers learn each week when they're watching your story in particular?
I hope that, because we are dealing with the cancer storyline, if viewers are around anybody that's going through it or have known anybody going through it, I hope that they see themselves, they see some of the actions that maybe have happened in the show, um, whether to do them or not, to see what people need, what people are going through during this time, to try and help. Even the smallest thing can be so much of a relief to somebody, going through this, because it's scary. You find out, you're diagnosed with something that nobody wants to hear, that they have. It's scary. You can feel alone. Family can make you feel alone because they don't know how to deal with it, whether to talk to you about it. It's like talking about it is something that should happen. The more you learn, the more you talk to doctors,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something we should look at,
Yeah.
taking care of ourselves as Black women, as Black people.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the doctors,
Mm-hmm.
get the mammograms early because it is striking people earlier in life. Um, if you feel anything off with your body,
Mm-hmm.
go to a doctor. And if they don't give you the proper, care or listen to you in the way that you feel you need to be listened to, go to another doctor because the healthcare disparities are real. You
Mm-hmm.
know, there's many times when they will listen to us and not listen to us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's ooh, okay. Deeper we're going, right? In the season. What can you tease or tell us about the upcoming episode?
Um, well, it's like I said, the family gets closer.
Okay.
I and I'm thankful for that. I feel like it's actually this storyline has brought us actors closer together. Myself and Jacob Lattimore and Rolando Boyce,
Mm-hmm.
who plays Darnell. I feel it's brought us closer together, dealing with each other through this,
Right.
and then that just shows on camera. It
Right.
just
Oh,
shows on camera.
1,000%. The way you two are, you and Jacob,
I love
I
watching.
mean,
Yeah,
Okay,
there's more. There's more to come. There is more to come.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be watching. We will be watching. Before I let you go, Yolanda, I want to ask you of all the roles you've had in your long career, your beautiful career, from Antoine Fisher to Tremaine, Go for Sisters, Lila and Eve, the list goes on. How to Get Away with Murder, Whitney, all of the things you've been in. What was the role or character for you that changed you as an actress?
I mean, it's Treasure, Stranger Inside, my first film. Because that was the transition and the opening for me. That transitioned me from being an artistic person, to being the artist that I am now and understanding I feel what my path is. And
Mm,
that is bringing to life these characters that I feel people don't look at. People don't take the time to get to know.
mm,
I feel that's where I really flourish in being the face for us of those characters, those people.
right.
So you get to know them better. Whether you like them or not, you now understand them a little better.
Wow. What advice would you share with upcoming actors and actresses wanting to break into the business and have a career and be on a hit show like you are? What advice would you share with them?
Stay true to yourself, because there's going to be plenty of people letting you know that you are not valued in
Mm,
this business. And they might say the words, they might not say the words, but they will let you know that somebody else is more valuable than you. Know that you're valuable.
mm,
Know what you are selling as a product,
mm,
because we are all products in this business. I sell reality, I sell realness, I sell truth. When I get hired for a job, that's what people are hiring. you know um, yeah, just know who you are and be good with yourself.
right.
Be good with yourself.
Wow. And you bring the truth, which is why we love you. We can't get enough of you. Um, Showtime, they better not let you go. People gonna be protesting and petitioning. So look, don't play. Don't play with our Jada. Um, I'm serious.
Yeah,
Like,
I appreciate it. I love reading that. I mean, I love hearing that people are so connected, to her and to that family. It makes me feel. I mean, it really does make me glow. It makes me so warm inside to see that people are connected in the way that we want them to be. That we hope they will be when watching the show, because I mean that's how I see that family.
right. I
How I
mean,
see.
and you're delivering what you said you get hired to do, the truth. I think that's why people connect with it because it's truthful. It feels authentic. It feels like we're watching you guys, but we are like, dang, that's my or that's me, you know? So shout out to you for delivering and to the cast. You guys do a beautiful job.
Thank
So
thank you so much.
thank you, Yolanda. I can't wait. You have to come back because you're coming back to talk to us about season 5, right? Yes, yes.
Yeah,
You are. So I can't wait.
talk it into existence. Yes.
And then we'll have a good story. I know it's gonna all be good. I know we have to go through things. That's life, right? That's the truthfulness in you and what you're bringing. We go through a storm and we come out. So that's what we are praying and believing for. I love you, Yolanda. We love you. Thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you so much for having me. And thank y'all for watching.
Yes, and we're not gonna stop watching.
All
Love you.
Is the
Bye.
buzz?
Where is the buzz you said was mine?